Howdy folks, welcome back to the village on SnowRunner custom scenario. I've just been running around doing some logistical stuff behind the scenes, so to speak, getting equipment in the right place and things. The CRAS, when I switch from the job it's doing to the job I'm going to do, I'm gonna need to switch from the M747 trailer to a 5-spot. So using the Western Star, I dropped a 5-spot over here. I discovered these two, a heavy-duty lowboy and a scout trailer I discovered on the way, because I circled around and I wanted the 5-spot pointing this way to go up here and out to the quarry. I parked an off-road special flatbed here. It's a curtain side that has something like 1,200 repair points and 2,000 fuel or something like that, some crazy number. I hauled it out there on a tow line behind the 5-spot, which was no easy thing, getting it through these curves and making sure it stays on the rock and then it doesn't dump off the bridge, and oh Jesus, what an ordeal. But then I get out here and I want to repair my truck off of it and it won't work. It apparently is not. I know the guy has a list of trailers you can use and trailers you can't. And this must be on the can't list. So that literal 20-25 minutes to go from here to there is a complete waste. So, that's why I try to do things without recording. But after dropping off this, I decided, where's the nearest watchtower? And in the process of that, I found a job to do. So that's why we are here. Now I'm going to back up and get the watchtower, and then I'm going to latch on to that con loaf and deliver it to where it goes. And it just happens to go very near another watchtower. Oh, I bashed up my front end. I hate that. I bashed up the front end and the bumper coming through trees. But there was no direct route from where I was to where I wanted to go. New trailer discovered. Where? Oh, the little Scout Fuel trailer. Didn't even see it till I turned. And I got the pumpkins. I got the pumpkins. I smash them pumpkins wherever I find them. Stuck all-terrain vehicle. We'll do the observation and then look at the jobs. His observations aren't really worth a crap. They're too high. All they show you is basically sky. Once in a while you get a little glimpse of a structure in the distance, but let's look at what new jobs we got. This is where local resident goes. And look at all the markers around there. Oh yeah, I remember this place. There's an important access to location that needs to go here. And that's the oil barrels. And there's a side curtain out there too. Last time I put the oil barrels on a 4-axle 2-spot and I pulled the side curtain behind it with a Kraz and brought it down and delivered them. But after I hooked them up, the funny thing is I hooked them up and I had them ready to go. And I got as far as this fuel trailer and then discovered that there was a job to do that fuel trailer that gave us access to location. So then I left the barrels out there until I did all these other access to location jobs. It was days later before I ended up bringing the barrels and the side curtain in. But anyways, I'm reminiscing too much. We need to go down this road. I'm trying to do this without... Dang it. Oh, and there's a Tega we have to pull back to town. Actually, right off that corner, I'm going to cut straight across. I should go down and discover that Tega so we can get the job for that, but I think that's what this job is. This is the job for the Tega, and you have to accept it here. Now, that's my... There. That's my hand that shakes. And I happen to know, because I've done it, this road just curves around and goes back up. So I don't need to make any more watch points. I don't need to waste any more time making additional watch points at this point. Hey, watch points at this point. Cool, huh? Stop! Let me get that thing out of the way. Okay. Now, why am I still... I'm doing this all wrong because I'm looking at it backwards. There. Now stop. For fuck's sake. Just because I'm looking backwards, I can't drive anymore. Funny thing is, though, if I do it on the keyboard, I can get it right. Because I can sit here and watch which way the wheels turn and shit before I move. And make sure, and look down at the keyboard and make sure that I'm pushing the right button. I didn't want it quite that far back. I just wanted to shorten up the cable and get the nose pointed out the gate for, I was nosed right up to the house, so the point is I need to be able to go down the road, not be nosed up against the house. Out of fuel, out of fuel, out of fuel, out of fuel. Well, that's good because I'm not giving you any of mine. I need my fuel. I got a lot planned for this truck. Actually, I didn't plan to do any of this besides pulling that service trailer up there, which doesn't work, and delivering that 5-spot. And then I planned on just heading north to pick up that high saddle fuel trailer. So this is how I bang up the front of my truck. Ugh. This is the place that we need to open up, discover. An 8-spot super heavy semi-trailer. The off-road version of this works better. It's got different wheels on it and a better, more flexible suspension. I think it's a little higher off the ground. But I suppose since we're here, since we're pointing up the driveway anyways, we could take a turn through here. What the fuck did I hit for 16 damage? The edge of the concrete? It's supposed to be a driveway. Yeah. I believe that when you drive over the ramp will repair your damage. When the place is operational. I don't think it would do anything right now. Yeah, you are able to discover it. To try and go over that thing right now, I'd probably have to dump the con loaf. Maybe not. Like I say, I think it's a pointless waste of time to try and do this right now. Let me put it in low range. See, all you're supposed to do is just drive over it and boom, your damage is repaired. I don't think you even need to. No, see, there's no repair. It's not operational yet. At least we know that now for sure. We have to do the access to location job for this place. At least that's what I remember from last time. I like the meaty looking tires I put on this. You only have choice of like off-road or all-terrain or chained. And the chained tires were the only ones that had an excellent mud rating. And I didn't care for that. So now these tires have an excellent mud rating. It's magic. Oh, Shiite. You can go under this side. There's no big loop where you go under, but the ground is dip slow enough. Job done! Descent from the mountain. We did it with the Western Star. I actually kind of like this truck, except it tends to tip over a little easy maybe. And the I ain't gonna waste time showing you right now, but if you drop the tag axle, it lifts the drive axles off the ground. Which obviously is not set up right. Oh yeah, I remember this place. We end up having to bring stuff back here later, and there's a fuel trailer back here in the corner. We should go discover the fuel trailer and then head for that watchtower. Or that watchtower. That one's closer, and it's on the way to the trailer that I need to hook up to. God, I hate when there's one way out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I'll get it with the Kraz. I know I should just go do it. I'm just procrastinating. You know what? I'm gonna drop you guys out right here. I'm 20 minutes in, and I'm just gonna do some more behind the scenes logistical shit that might take me an hour and a half or half an hour. But I'm gonna go grab the last two watchtowers, grab that hired worker job, and then get underneath the fuel trailer that I need to haul. And then when I'm ready to do something again, I'll bring you guys back in. Well, I got to my... Fix this a little bit. Well, I got to my job to pick up the heavy fuel trailer, finally. I drove all over this shit. Look how much is uncovered in all the new jobs, and I couldn't get the Western Star up to that watchtower without rolling it down the hill. I just couldn't get it to go all the way to the top. The road is on a slant. If you try to bypass the road, the hill is too steep. I mean, I got up there before, but it wasn't in the Western Star. I didn't even know it then. Wasn't out back then on the PTS. I think I rolled up in there in the Kraz last time. But discovered trailers all over, and I did not bother with the hired worker job, even though it's close to the watchtower, because it takes me away from the road that comes up here, and I'd already had enough with dicking around, not making any progress. So when I come get that watchtower later on, I'll get the hired worker oil barrels job. I drove through the big plant up here in the corner. That is like your main objective. Can't get anything from it yet. And there isn't any job to fix this bridge, so you constantly have to find one way or the other to go around it. So we're going to get going. Close functions. Make a daytime. There's morning. Wow, it's bright morning. And let's get going. Oh, I found an upgrade too. Off-road transmission for several vehicles. One of which is the Western Star I'm driving. You can see by the lack of a high gear or a low plus or a low negative that this is the most stock default gearbox you can have. Oh, by the way, there's a fuel station up here. And back there at the big factory, I thought you could cross this. Isn't this... Oh no, this is the broken bridge. God dang it, I turned the wrong way. Take two! Jesus. So, once I get this tanker delivered, I will recover this thing to the garage and Or maybe if there's a job that I could pull south towards the garage. You know, but I want to get it to the garage eventually. And see, I had intended to just turn left and go through the woods. But we're here now. I don't do this when I'm not talking to someone. It's like chewing gum and walking at the same time or whatever. I don't know. When I'm sitting here playing by myself, I just whiz through everything. Most of the time I don't even use watch points. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. This is the bridge that I was looking for. That's what confused me when I pulled up to that other bridge. It's like, why is it broken? I just went across it. Yeah, the Western Star is a decent truck, but it's got some room for improvement. Just like every vanilla truck that SnowRunner puts out. Up that way to the left there is how you get on top of the hill for the watchtower. Maybe when I get around to doing the watchtower, I'll record it so you can see for yourself what a royal bitch it is. Actually, in the right vehicle, I could just go up the far side of the hill. In the M134, I could just make my own road right up the steep side. I'm trying to hit them soft so I don't take damage. Boom, 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 every frickin' one of them. Hey, I pushed through that without taking damage. Well, yeah, I think I was saying back there at that factory that doesn't work yet, I found a service trailer and fixed up all the horrific damage the Western Star took getting up to that point. I was getting worried. I mean, the engine was in the red. The suspension was almost completely gone. I was getting worried that I'd get all that way and then have to recover the damn truck. Or bring a service vehicle up there to it. But then I remembered that in a hidden little spot at that factory up there. There was a service trailer, so I hunted it down and hooked up and fixed my truck. I mean, it was bad enough that the little bit of damage I took just now would have finished it off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just saw that in time to hit the brakes. Which is why I slammed so down on the reverse that it made the horn hum. Excuse my yawning, but I had an opportunity to sit in the garage spawning vehicles and upgrading them without any level restrictions. So I took advantage of that opportunity. For like about an hour and a half, I sat in the garage purchasing vehicles from the store and then upgrading them. And then they're my vehicles to begin with. Couldn't tell you how many times I've bought them over because, you know, they don't carry over. The fact that you've downloaded them and they're yours is all fine and dandy, but every time you change from the live server to the PTS server or do one of these custom scenarios, you have to buy the shit all over again. And ordinarily you don't have to worry about any level locks, rank level, or if there's a region lock on it, well, you just change regions. But on the custom scenario, you can't change regions. There we go. Now I can fuel up and repair the truck again. And that thing just kind of stays there. I gotta look at the map because there was... I thought it said it would fuel and repair you. But maybe it only had the wrench symbol there because it needed to be fixed. And now I fixed it. See, there's no wrench symbol on the icon anymore. It's just plain fuel now. Okay. Well, I don't want to go down that road. I want to come back this way. There is that thing there. As far as another job is concerned, but I have no clue what job it is. You can't look at these without starting them. Won't tell us where to get cement. Although the quarry is right there, but I haven't actually driven down in it. A shortened way, I still have to use the Kraz and that 5-spot trailer to go get stuff to fix the bridge. But I have to finish Overturned Tractor trailer. That's right. I don't have to go get the cement. The cement is on my truck. So why don't I just leave the Western Star right where it is? Actually, why don't I return it to the garage so I can do that? So I can get to that transmission change on my own time. Now I will go to my Kraz and I'll finish the job that I started like half a day ago. I know this job is pulling an Azov 5319 out of the swamp down here and taking it somewhere way the hell over here. So I want to go there, and I'm here. Like that. Around here. And then up around the corner. What is it? Where did it go? You. Never mind. Yep, down through town. And when I leave out of here, I want to be going north. But I could probably come in this way and then leave my M747 along here, turn around, and go that way. Otherwise, this is a hell of a swamp to get through. Ah, I see. Right there. Like, why am I looking at a road going straight ahead when I'm supposed to turn right? That's why. Did I screw up? Yeah, I wasn't. When you go up here, you can't turn left and go down that road. See this patch through the trees? That's the muddy trail I was looking at. That's what I should have taken. But that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm in a. If I can get the frickin' map to stay still, I'm in a crash, so we'll just move markers. I should just get rid of the fucking markers. A lot of good they did me this time. And then I'll make my own road right up the side of a steep ass hill. Over the top and back down. Wow, that was sheer luck I missed that telephone pole. I couldn't see where it was. You remember when I tried doing that in, what was it? The Voron? Yeah, the Voron with the brick. And the whole thing just tumbled down the hill? You didn't see the crowds tumble down the hill, did you? I can even repair my damage and top off my fuel. Look at this. I drug a sled out here. I'm not sure if I have to do it from here or if I gotta jump over there. It doesn't say repair, so I bet I gotta jump over there. And this is the yard that I started the game with, only I've had it in the garage. Let's see now. Repair. The crash chibors from the cargo cabin. Look at that. 3,000 points. 1,000 spare tires. Only no fuel, but I ain't worried about fuel. I could drive this thing for hours and hours more. But it would be silly to be sitting here next to fuel and sitting here next to 1,000 liters of fuel and not top off. Off and running again. A brand new truck. After I get this thing done, I'm going to concentrate on fixing that other bridge. After the other bridge, I'm going to concentrate on jobs that allow access. I started this map out by just running willy-nilly anywhere. Just doing whatever I found. But I'm getting to the point where I have to have access to locations. Oh, there's a job out on that island there too. At some point I'll have to run out there, accept it. I know what it is. It's an oversized cargo container. That ain't it. It's around right here. And this truck is so big, I'm in that spot and the cargo management spot at the same time. Of course, maybe that's alright. Maybe I'm supposed to be. Accept, and we're done here. Whoa, dang it. I saw it coming and tried to turn away. Come on. Back up. Jesus Christ. Detached tray. Well, the garbage can's gonna cause 140 damage to my suspension. Something wasn't allowing me to turn that way. Oh, a garbage can. Look at this. Oh, I'm telling you, if you couldn't laugh, it would drive you crazy. Like a big old truck wouldn't just crush a garbage can like that. Truck that's probably got to go with the crane on it. It's probably got to go 65,000 pounds in real life. Can't crush a garbage can. Okay. What am I working on? A shortened way. Two concrete slab and a bridge and a consumable. And I still don't know where to get the consumable. I know there's like a hungry worker job down there, but I don't think that's where you get the consumables. You know what? I read something. Do the cooperation job and it gives access to consumables. And I went and found it. It's under Vorono 12. Or it was. Tego oil? Hello? There it is. Okay, Tego oil. A concrete block, a metal beam, and a cargo container. To the factory. On the outskirts, it says. So, the cargo container comes from there. The concrete block comes from there. And the metal beam comes from there. And I can't fix the bridge without access to that consumable. So, might as well turn this off right where it is. Well, I could drive it. No. If I drove it to the quarry and got my concrete block, that would just be taking me away, further away from everything else. Well, let's see. I suppose I could take the container there separately on a 2-spot. Actually, I could use a 4 and do the metal beam and the container. And come around down through here and right up there. And for the concrete block, it's kind of overkill to take a 5-spot trailer down into the quarry for one concrete block. But maybe I can pick up everything for a shortened way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is why I got a 5-spot, but I'm not getting the consumable there, so I'm only using 4 out of 5, which means I've got 1 spot available to put a concrete block on the truck for cooperation. How about that shit? Isn't that cooperation in itself? So let's go get 1 concrete block for one job and 2 concrete slabs for the other. Let me write that down. 1 block, 2 slabberonis. And put the slabs on first. And when I get rid of the block and I get the other stuff there, then I'll have 1 spot for the consumable. So let's start tracking on cooperation. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I'll leave that tracking on. I don't really need tracking right now, because I'm just going to go up to the quarry and figure out how I got in and out of there last time and get my concrete, and by then I'll be at the end of the video. If I can get past the invincible garbage can. Watch the trailer get stuck on it too. Oop. Yep, I saw the ass of the trailer kick over. I better make sure I'm doing this right. For fuck's sake, I hate to start off to the other side of the map. A stuck all-terrain vehicle? A tag of 6436, really? Could have knocked me down with a feather. It's right over there to the south. In fact, I was showing it to you earlier. I'm getting close. but I never really decided on a good route. It depended on which way I wanted to go when I came out. If I wanted to come back this way, or if I wanted to go that way. The Azov 5319 is right out here, and there's a Dawn out there too. It works real nice to come along this way and just scoot down the hill. But then getting out is a different story. Because climbing this is not good. Usually what I do is come around this way and come up that, and then swing to the left and get on this. But I don't remember if I did a U-turn, came back up here, and then went that way, or if I just climbed the bank. I think I just climbed the bank and then went around, went up to here and out. So anyways, in order to do that, let's see. I need to make a big wide hairpin turn and start down this way. No, that's the wrong way. I need to go up here, come down this slope, and then head down here. That's what it is. So as soon as I get past these rocks, I'll turn on to that trail and then come down this one. See, if you could make that turn right there, you could go down that way. Or if you could make this turn where the two come together. I suppose that one you could if you went way out in the woods and came back. But it'd be taking you the wrong way around the circle. Actually, I have gone that way. I have gone that way and gone, whoops, I said as soon as I was past the rocks. I couldn't see a damn thing with the black banner in the way. But you have to make kind of a S-curve to get down the hill, which isn't the easiest in a trailer this big. Hey, there goes 104. I mean, and it's programmed to be 104 every time. Sometimes it's a slighter amount. But generally, when you get that big bang, it's 104 every fucking time. See, to come in from the other side, you have to either be able to swing wide or drop down that edge. And even here, you know, I'm going to have to drag. So that time was only 2, but it was a small rock. Now, cargo management. I want 2 slabs. And 1 block. There we go. Taking care of the concrete for 2 jobs. Wunderbar. There's a service trailer over there if I felt like taking the time to disconnect from this trailer and connect to that one. I could fix up my damage, but that would just take altogether way too freaking long. No, 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 don't do that. Ooh. Oh, it was going so good until the trailer started to drag the damn thing over. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. I don't have a strong heart. Whew. $104. What am I doing? I'm going back down in. What? Huh? Huh? All that to end up in the bottom again? I suppose I probably should have turned right at the top instead of left. Well, we'll go out the way we came in. The first time we came in, I guess. Well, I guess one thing this allowed me to do is grab this job. So I guess it wasn't a total loss. Hungry workers, rewards. That's great, but I'm kind of busy. And get out of my way. This is not gonna be easy. In fact, maybe impossible, but you know, never say impossible with the crass chabors. Drug that trailer on the frame rails over the rock. I think this is the hill that I was talking about climbing, not the one that I did. I got my hills mixed up. This is the hill that I was talking about climbing. And then it puts me on the top, and from here I could go right or left. That's why that hill was such a bitch to climb, because it's not the one that I usually go up. And then I turn this way, and I think it's this way, and I'm on the way, and I'm on my way to the factory. Yes, I go through the swamp, and I go up past all this stuff, and then both roads are blocked. This one's blocked by a big mountain, and this one, the bridge is out. And if you try to go around it, there's a steep hillside. So basically what you do is you make your own road. What I've done in the past is pulled right up to about where you can't go any further, and then went up the hill. But I don't know now. That was before the US version of this. So that hill could be 10 times as steep now. Well, there's the top of the Don sticking out of the water over there. I don't see the Azov. If I looked around, I'd probably spot it. Yeah, don't go that way. Look at her go! With how many tons of concrete on it? Oh, you. I was moving the stick to steer it off of that. We might as well pull up here and accept the job. And then I'll back up a little bit and go up the hill. And we really should accept the other job on top too. Want to make sure that I'm not coming up right on top of the bridge or something. No, it's back behind me. I thought it was, but you know, with my memory, I double check. See, does it matter how steep the hill is? Oh, the trailer. The trailer is high-centered and it's dragging. I need to get that job. But I'm not going to try and reverse the trailer all the way back to it. And I couldn't even activate it with the trailer. I'd have to have the tractor in it, which means I'd have to drop the trailer on the road here and drive back there. Fuck that. I'll get that job some other day. I'm at 58 minutes. And I can maybe just get up there. And then bring out the other stuff in the next video. I can't remember. I think that road has a bridge out. It isn't uncovered yet. Oh yeah, that's right. It's only half gone. You can still make it across. See? It's just leaning and half in the river. If you stay to the top, you can go across. Look at that. A truck the size of the Kraz Chabors and a wide 5-spot. I could even deliver one block of one concrete block. Guess that was it. I opened the cargo management before I put the parking brake on, and then I realized it wasn't going to stop rolling on its own. So I was trying to set the parking brake, and it took the block. All right, I'm at an hour one, and I can't leave here until I get consumables. So I have to get the metal beams and the cargo containers over here. Cargo container. One metal beam, one cargo container. I can use now promise you won't fall over when I go to the garage. Are you sitting down? It's like uh, I was searching for spots to park them all. There's the Ural, Kodiak, the Chevy pickup, um, that Step 310 we pulled out of the swamp, but I fixed it up. A Con 39 Marshall, a Mercedes-Benz Zetros. Maybe I'll try. I have never driven that one, and I've got a low saddle on it. I think it's a low saddle. KRS 58 Bandit, the Voron Grad SE. That one's a mod, which I also have never had out. I haven't driven it more than from the back of the garage to here. I got another Kraz there, set up without a crane so I can pull heavy trailers. There's my Tuz 1661, and there's my Yar 87 Scarab M181. I think I said the Typhoon. You already saw the evacuator. I used that earlier. We just drove by the sled with the other Yar. Kind of went nuts. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what this Voron Grad will do. Because I have the availability to put Tega tires on this, and it would give it a wider stance, but I just love the look of these tires, the rubber on here. You know, it got a couple inches less stance than the Tegas, but you know, people put Tegas on everything. Like, look what's next to it. So, and there's the Mercedes-Benz. To do it with the Mercedes-Benz, I would have to carry one unit in the bed and one unit on a trailer. So I'll do it with this one, and I'll just drive over to, oh, that's a nice picture with the moon. I'll just drive over to the trailer store before I start up the next video. So I've got a trailer on it ready to go. And then I'll get the metal beam up the cargo container, and then we'll make our way over to where I just parked the Kraz. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.